Okay, audio's good.
3, 2, 1.
Let's get this shit in.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
I got a label like the left and right side. It's always...
A good tip is the wire is always on the left. Unless, like, I'm wrong.
Okay, so, dude, that's what I thought, but when we were at Max's the other day...
His is on the right?
Dude, yeah. Because he's got, like,
he
a
also
gamer
didn't,
headset.
He said he didn't give a fuck about it. Like, it was just, I don't know. That pissed me off also.
Okay.
Either way. Okay, whatever. Pop your fucking beer, dude.
We're already into this.
We were
love
right
it,
into that.
love it. We're in
Yes,
here
sir.
hot. Let's go.
Got the fucking candles going. Oh, dude, let me light this one. Yeah.
Oh, let me light mine, too.
You have a lighter? Sick.
I got 3. Oh,
3 lighters. Last time, dude, we left the crib and, like, I didn't blow the thing out. We had to turn around. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, we turned around, though.
That was fucking intense. Okay, yo, no shit. Episode 4.
What's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
Episode 4.
It's been a month.
It's been a month. 4 weeks.
4 weeks in a month.
How do you feel? Episode 4. How
I
do
feel
you
like shit. I feel like shit. I had a long ass night.
Tell me something I don't know, man. Every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, every episode is something fucking new. We always have some new shit, but man, I'm so happy to be doing this for the 4th week in a row with you. I think that this has been a really good experience for both of us.
Dude, I think it's so great how consistent we've been.
I think that that's the best thing, and especially in today's world, like the number one thing. I mean, people have given us a bunch of feedback on this, and I'm gonna get into that in a second.
Yeah.
But I think that in the artistic world, especially, consistency is key in every aspect of it.
It's so key, and we knew that would be the only blocker, like, going into this, right?
Yeah.
So before even starting this, we said, okay, like, what day could we record on? What day could we, put it out on? Does that leave us enough edit time?
Did we ever say what day we record on?
Yeah, I think we said every episode. But
we?
we record every Sunday. It's Sunday night.
Edit audio on Monday.
Edit audio Monday.
Edit video Tuesday.
Yep.
Upload fucking Wednesday. Every Wednesday. That being said, dude, fucking like our shit, subscribe to our shit. Let me dive right into it and talk about the feedback that we've gotten on the past.
Get into it, bro.
So it's not specifically... I don't want to get specific about the feedback that we've gotten because I don't want to out anybody. I don't want to do that. But I think that as artists, like you and I are, that it is important to listen to the feedback that people have been giving us and then completely ignore it.
Hear the feedback. You made that point
Okay,
a couple episodes back.
Yeah, all right, you're right. I'll hear your feedback.
Yeah.
But I think that if you're trying to be creative in any aspect, in any realm, that hearing the feedback... It's less about the specifics about it and more just knowing that somebody cares enough to tell you what they would like to see.
Right, like with any art we make, all we want to do is evoke emotion.
Yep.
Whether it's positive,
Yep.
negative, we just want to evoke.
We're just trying to trigger people positive or negative. It doesn't matter how or what. I think that as long as somebody can give us feedback, that we're doing our job properly. Because they either want to see it a different way or they're enjoying it. Honestly, like... Especially with the last episode, a lot of people messaged me about it. Like, dude, people loved it. And I'm having so much fun doing it, and like, I can't stop doing it, and like, I don't want to stop doing it, and like, this is just season 1.
Yeah.
And like, as they've seen, like, there's been improvements each episode and stuff like that. And like I said, as artists, I don't think that we should take everything with a grain of salt. That's something that you taught me really early on when I was struggling with some shit last summer.
Yeah.
Was just that, like, I was looking too deep into shit. And you really told me to just take a step back and see it as, like, just, like, people. Like,
yeah,
it's just
right.
fucking people.
Like, okay, you get feedback coming in, you get comments, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta ask yourself, okay, who's giving the comment?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any sort of, are they reputable at all?
Yeah.
Are they, or, I mean, all feedback is great. As we said, we want to evoke emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But, like... Then the next part of that, it's like, okay, how much do I actually, how much of this should I listen to?
Of course.
And so on. Yeah.
Sorry for my shit fucking vibrating. I forgot to put it on.
It's okay.
Yeah, it fucked
It's
me
okay.
up too. But okay, sorry about that.
I have such ADD that
Yeah, I was like, holy
the
shit.
smallest little ding.
And it was fucking Ricky, and I know that Ricky watches every
saw Ricky
episode.
too,
Yeah,
yeah.
yo, shout out Ricky, shout out my little cousin, bro. Like, that shit's super fun. He watches every episode. He says hi, by the way.
Yeah, what's
Last
up?
time we spoke.
Ricky?
Rico, that's my dude.
Yeah, that's why I call him Rico.
Yeah, fucking Rico. That's my dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, back on the thing of feedback, I think that, like, I don't know. Like, I don't really like.
Did you get like? So you got good feedback. You just said like, did you get any negative feedback?
I did get. Fuck, I feel bad being specific about it.
No.
But no, I
No,
should.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go
so,
into it. Go
all
into
right,
it because
so,
yeah.
So last week, as everybody's seen, we had a new producer, and that producer had a registered gun. He had a firearm, which was fully registered. It was fully legal. It was.
I see no issues. Keep
I
going.
see no issues personally.
Yeah.
But the people, our viewers, some viewers got offended by that.
Multiple people.
It was one person specifically,
that's what I was-
but it was.
yeah.
I got a couple of feedback. I got a couple of people being like, "Yo, what the fuck? There was a gun."
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Like, you're right. We called the investors. We said that's a little bit fucked up. That producer is kind of. Let's we wanted our old producer back. He was the guy who was doing the job properly. Like, he did let the video cut out, and I don't want to bring it up because I'll get heated again. But
So this person had an issue with the producer
with the producer having a gun.
Having a gun.
Not the producer specifically, not the comments that producer made.
What's the issue? Guns aren't illegal.
I don't think that guns are. I mean, if you have a license, you're allowed to have a gun, and this producer had a license,
Yeah.
so he had a gun.
Yeah.
However, the company was not happy about it, so
Okay.
we had to relieve the old producer of his duties. And now, I mean, we have a new producer again. It's someone new, it's someone old, and dude, would you like to say a couple comments and have your reintroduction? Okay, maybe not. That's
Maybe not.
maybe not. That's fucked up.
Whatever. Welcome, Torex.
Welcome back, dude.
Episode 2, episode 4. Hopefully, we have him on every week.
Hopefully the camera doesn't fucking
See how
cut
it
out
goes.
again for the fucking
I mean,
sixth time.
Torex,
in a row.
I don't know if you saw episode 3, the last episode, but the investors were pissed, bro.
Investors were really upset.
I mean, we did our best to cover you and all that. I mean, we fired you and replaced you, and then that guy fucked up even more than you did. So, with the gun and all that bullshit. So, you know what?
Just don't bring a fucking gun
second
on set.
chance.
Just don't bring a fucking gun on set, and we'll be okay, dude. I really don't. Like, it's fine. Whatever. I'll give a fuck.
Dude, speaking of guns,
Yes.
this past week,
Yeah.
some crazy shit happened in Montreal.
Tell me about
I mean,
it.
some crazy shit because
Tell me
whatever,
about
we'll
it.
get into it.
Tell
but,
me about it. What happened?
I mean, you heard about the Ubisoft hostage situation
Yeah, in the fucking Mile End.
in the Mile End, right?
Bro, I couldn't
Yeah.
believe that shit. Ubisoft, for the people who don't know, is a top 5 gaming company.
I think so. I think they're top 5. Like they've produced, I mean, countless games. I'm blanking.
I can't name one.
I can't name one. I mean, I'm not a gamer, but
I'm not a fucking
Yeah.
gamer, dude, but top 5.
I know a lot of you are gamers. You know, if you know a game Ubisoft made, drop that in the comments. Right?
I almost just choked on this. Yeah, Ubisoft, dude, like,
Bless you.
thanks, none taken. I think that, like, Ubisoft is one of the biggest gaming companies, and I think they, like, have a huge office out of here.
Yeah.
So just to prompt everybody, what happened is, in the Mile End, 911 got a call that there was a hostage situation. It went fairly viral within the Montreal community. People were posting stories saying that there are people just being snatched out of the street.
Okay, so bro, before we even get into it, I really want to talk about all the like the chain like stories that were going around.
Sure.
So like we were talking about it right when it first broke. I mean, we spoke like, yo, you hear about this shit, whatever, it's crazy.
Sure.
So I go onto Instagram and I see like probably 100 stories in a row of the
same screenshot.
screenshot, but you could see like the previous owner, like the previous
Yeah.
person. Like in the top left corner, like layered
Just,
and
like,
layered
keep
and
getting-
layered.
yep.
Like there's like 100 of them, like just copy and pasted and reposted. And I was just like, oh my god, these people are just posting this shit without even like looking it up, doing their own like research for it.
The spread of misinformation is fucking ridiculous.
So before we get into that, let's back up a little bit
Sure.
and let's talk about what happened.
Okay.
So
So from what I heard,
yeah,
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. From what I heard, there was a shooter, somebody with a gun. It never got clarified. Somebody was holding people hostage
so
in the
vague.
Ubisoft.
It was so vague the whole time, right?
Everyone was just like, get off the streets.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't say which area. They're like, I got so many texts being like, get off the streets. And I was like, okay, like from what? So like I look it up, whatever. And apparently there was someone with a gun who was taking people hostage in the Ubisoft building. At the same time, apparently Ubisoft has been working on a shooting game.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I heard that too.
So people are saying like maybe this is a hoax, maybe this is a da 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 whatever.
Like an advertisement, even.
Something.
Like, was it promo?
Like a viral
pretty
thing.
Good promo.
Could have
just
been
based on what you said.
Dude, maybe.
Promo.
Let me just fucking pop this for a second. So yeah, people were saying shit like that. You're traumatized from the.
Bro, I almost just popped my eye out earlier. Like 5 minutes before the shoot, I popped a beer and
it almost hit him in the fucking eye.
And I stopped the room. I was like, "Turn the music off, bro."
Okay, but so apparently there was a dude with a gun holding people hostage.
Yeah.
So somebody I know's brother works at Ubisoft.
Okay.
He wasn't in the office at that time. However, he spoke to his colleagues, and they were on the roof of the building. And within the city right now, it's fucking freezing.
Wait, on the roof, like escaping the hostage.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, there's a hostage."
So the workers also thought there was a hostage
because you know where the building is? It's in the cult building.
It's on Saint Viator and Saint Laurent, right?
It's in that.
In the cult building, yeah.
We've been in that building, so like.
It's a top floor,
type shit, whatever. So like everybody, when we were fucking around on the floors, we've actually been to
whatever.
And they were in that building, and they were like, "Holy shit! Like we're getting reports that there's a fucking hostage." Da da da. Like let's go to the roof and barricade the door. So my friend was telling me that like her brother's colleagues were on the roof. And like they boarded it up, and there's actually like aerial footage of that happening. Maybe we can throw a screenshot if you want to just. Boom. See? So those are the people on the fucking roof. And they boarded up all the walls and shit like that. Half the people are saying it's a hoax. I hit up my fucking people at Olympico. Being like, yo, are you guys good? Like, I called him.
Right, because that's a block away.
That's a block away.
Yeah.
I call him. He sends me the voicemail. I was like,
John?
Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Shout out John. I call him. He sends me a voicemail. I was like, holy shit. Like, dude's in it. Like, I was like, all scared. He goes, yo, it's a hoax. I go, what?
So he knew it was a hoax, like, the whole time?
I guess. I mean, he's on the block, so he saw the feds.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, like, from the news footage, whatever, like, people were all the way up. Like, they were, like, fully up the block. So I was like, damn, that's pretty fucking intense. He goes, yo, it's a hoax. Like, it was a prank call.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, I'm like, how did the people in the building get fooled? If it was a call.
Like, how did the workers, the employees?
Yeah.
Okay, on the rooftop, was it Ubisoft employees or just other employees?
Oh shit! I
don't
fucking know. Yeah,
there's 100 companies and there's
in that building.
Offices.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in that building. I don't know. Okay. But apparently it's a fucking hoax.
I mean, I have a couple theories, right?
Okay, yeah.
So the first theory, I mean, not so serious, but like. The first thing that came to my head is like, oh, it's like someone wanted the day off work. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
true.
Like
that's happened. Like I've told you that I would call in a bomb threat to get you out of work.
Exactly, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So that's from.
I never did it, by the way, for the fucking record, but I would for Skinny.
Yeah, I mean, I send that text. Bomb threat.
Bomb threat. I'm like, all right, for sure.
But my second theory is right. Like you mentioned that every cop in the city.
Every cop was in the fucking city on that fucking block.
Like mad cop cars, mad personnel, all that shit, right?
Sure.
So where my mind went right away was like, yo, what if somebody was plotting something on the opposite side of the city and wanted to get every single cop in the city on this one location?
Holy
so like,
shit.
let's for instance say Plateau. Let's say like, you know, this person who made the call was in St. Henry and needed like
other side of town to throw some confusion.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, wait, sorry. Just to hold a fucking diversion. Yeah. Dude, on the topic of like just being kind of disoriented about this whole thing, I have a crazy story about this whole situation unfolding.
Oh yeah.
So I'm downtown, right? Which is, I would say for the people who aren't in our city, it's about 10 minutes out. I'm downtown shopping for my fucking skincare shit, right? I'm huge on my skincare. I got moisturizer. Don't even fuck with my skincare situation.
You're at Kiehl's?
Yeah, I'm at Kiehl's on St. Catherine there. Yeah. No, I did both. I bounced around. I don't want to talk about me being at Sephora right now. Like, whatever. Either way, my skincare's on point. That's the point of this. But I'm checking out, right? No, I was about to check Uniqlo, but I was like, fuck it. Let me hit Sephora, get my fucking toner or whatever. And I get a text from a friend. And she goes, no, sorry. I get a text from Gallo.
Yeah.
I go, yo, Beans, what's good? He's like, oh, I'm just chilling at Ubisoft. I'm like, I have no idea what the situation is at this point. I have no idea what the situation is. He goes, yo, I'm at Ubisoft. This is before I hear anything.
Wait. Do we have timestamps on this? Like,
Fuck, like, dude, okay, let's say the situation started at 12.
like the hostage situation?
Yeah. Let's say it started at 12. This is 12:30 at this point.
Awesome. Okay, love it.
So I go, yo, what's good? Like, how you doing today? He's
Yeah.
like, I'm good. I'm just at Ubisoft. In my head, I'm like, he had some shit to do at Ubisoft. He has no affiliation, no nothing. At this point, I didn't really know what Ubisoft was. I was like, oh, cool. I think nothing of it.
Yeah.
I don't even answer him. Okay. He's like, yo, I'm at Ubisoft. I'm like, cool, whatever. Like, give a fuck.
Yeah.
And so I'm like going for my Skillshare shit. Then I get a text from a friend. She goes, yo, there's a shooter downtown. I go, I'm downtown. So, and I'm in the Eaton Center. So I'm like, if there's a shooter downtown, he's in the Eaton Center.
Yeah.
Like, where else is he going to be aside from the one mall in our fucking city?
I agree.
So I'm like, thinking I'm going to die. So I'm like, holy shit.
Wait, and this girl said downtown?
Downtown.
Because it was in the plateau, but...
She
said there's a shooter
She goes,
downtown?
there's a shooter downtown, word for word, there's a shooter downtown.
Okay, so that freaks the fuck out of you.
I'm bugging out. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm in the one place where a shooter would be.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. I look around immediately. First of all, I'm sweating through my tits. Like, there's no way that there's like, I'm dry in any place. I'm like, holy shit. I start looking around. I'm like, okay, nobody's reacting. So maybe he's in the basement. Eaton Center's fucking huge.
And if she heard about it before you, like, it's not in your respected, like...
I guess, right? Like, if I would hear gunshots. So, but either way, like, obviously my mind starts running wild. So I'm like, holy shit, there's a fucking shooter in this place. Like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. But at the same time, I gotta get my moisturizer because my skin's dry as fuck. So I'm like looking, I'm like, holy shit, okay, like, I have to check out as fast as I can. I start like trying to like skip the line, my legs bouncing and shit. I'm like, hey, yo, like, whatever. Like, I'm still shopping, but like, I'm like peeking over my shoulder every 3 seconds, assuming that this dude's here. I end up like checking out whatever. I like get my shit and like I find an exit as fast as I can. I get my shit, but like I secure the bag.
You still checked out?
Yeah. Like I still checked out. I was in line.
I didn't wait in that line for nothing.
Yeah. Like, bro, the line in Sephora, like, it's like fucking brutal. Bro, these people are so manic in fucking Sephora. That's a whole other story. How retarded
You have to
Sephora
get your
is.
$65 face cream.
Yeah, you know, whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
I respect it.
So I'm like, all right. So I get out. I find an exit. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking crazy. And then I get a second text because I'm like, yo, where's the shooter? Because like I'm in my head, there's an active gunman within 5 meters of me. So I'm like, yo, where the fuck is this guy? She goes, he's at Ubisoft. And like, it didn't register for 3 seconds, but I'm like walking. I was like, oh, Ubisoft, the cult building. Like, it's out there.
Yeah.
Then I was like, holy shit, Gallo's there.
All right.
Like, Gallo just told me he was at Ubisoft. I'm like, oh my god, Gallo's there.
Yeah.
I call Gallo 10 times.
Yeah.
Doesn't answer me.
Oh my god.
Doesn't answer me.
bro.
I'm like, oh my god, he's a hostage. Like, I start.
He got got.
I was like, Gallo's dead. I start freaking out. I'm like, Gallo's dead. This is it. Like, Gallo's dead. I'm like, oh my god. I call him 10 times.
His last text. I'm at
Ubisoft.
You don't answer.
I don't even answer.
Her last text.
There's a shooter at Ubisoft.
Did you ever consider that Gallo was the shooter?
Oh my god. I never saw Gallo or the shooter in the same room.
We'll save that for another podcast. Anyways,
But dude,
go on. So you got the text, you're freaking out.
I get the text, I'm freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
I go, Gallo's dead. I called him 10 times, he didn't answer.
Shit.
I text him, I go, Gallo, there's a shooter at Ubisoft. He's like, I know, I'm with him. His name's Steve. Not a bad guy if you get to know him.
It's a joke, or Gallo said that?
Okay, so here's the thing. Gallo said that. I'm not joking. He
What?
texted me that. But in my head,
Yeah.
I'm conflicted because he's the type of dude who would, if he was in a hostage situation, he would still say that.
Exactly. We're all the same. Like, we're gonna make jokes and, like, at the worst possible moments.
Dude, in my head,
I
I have the imagery of Gallo under a table texting me, being like, he's a good guy. You just gotta get to know him. Dude, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
I go, call me as fast as you can, whatever I call him. He's like, buddy, I'm at the office. I was like, yo, you fucked with me. I was like, you fucked with me, bro. Like,
wait, he was never at Ubisoft?
He was never at Ubisoft. He was at the office.
He just heard there was a shooter before you did.
Yes, that's the conclusion of this confusion, whatever, because we were talking about like confusion, diversions, whatever. And I was like, yo, like, what the fuck? And like, that was my heart attack of the week. I would like to start a segment called like Flu's heart attack of the week.
Yeah, I like that.
Because I have one every week. I have one every week. There's always a fucking heart attack every week.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, That's hilarious. I love that. I love when people make jokes like in the wrong moments, you know, because
Dude, if he was a hostage
Yeah.
and he made that joke, it would have been 10 times funnier
he's
than
the
this whole
hostage,
story.
but he has his phone somehow.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
And he's like, dude,
He's
he's
like,
not that bad. Like he would totally say that.
I mean, dude, I'm still under the impression that it was like some sort of like covert diversion by some like high level like organized crime unit on
Holy
on the
shit.
other
Does that
part of
happen?
town. I mean, look, I've been watching like a shitload of Sons of Anarchy, so that's like really where my head's
Is it a
at.
fire show?
I
You've
like
been
the show.
talking about it. You've been talking about it.
I'm on season 5 right now. I'm really late to the show. I mean, I think
How many seasons?
7, I believe.
7.
And people have been telling me to watch forever. I think it.
What's it about? A little briefing?
Motorcycle gang,
Sick.
Harley Davidson,
Drugs?
drugs.
Sex?
Well,
Is there sexy stuff?
drugs, but like a season ago, they just got into selling drugs. with
Don't tell me, 'cause I wanna- I wanna
I don't
listen
want
to
to.
it.
I don't want to get into it. It's
I
a
want to
good
watch
show.
it. I do want to
But
watch it.
Just to say that's where my head's at. You know, like that's something that would happen in the show, like a diversion, other side of the city. Let's get every cop in the city to one side. You know what I'm saying?
So that's out of Sons of Anarchy that happens? So you
I
ruined
mean,
the show for me?
it's more of just no that never happened once. It's just like a train of it's like a it's just like
And it's on Netflix?
yeah, it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Dude,
Which by the
Yeah, speaking of fucking
Yeah.
Netflix, in the last episode, I asked you guys to give me suggestions. And I got a grand total of 0 fucking suggestions.
because Netflix sucks.
Because Netflix no, or our viewers fucking suck, dude. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
And that's fucking ridiculous that I got 0 suggestions.
Yeah.
I got hit up nonstop about the fucking astrology thing. Not one person gave me a Netflix.
Oh, people like that?
Yeah, people like that.
Cool,
People
cool.
thought that was cool. Girls liked it too. Shit. That was fire.
What are you watching on? You're watching Netflix still, or just?
Dude,
The
I'm still
Office?
watching the fucking Office.
Still
Like,
watching
like
The
Office, Family Guy, like stupid shit. I did like House of Cards though. That was really cool. I just liked how they pieced together the video of it.
House of Cards is with that weird
Kevin
guy.
Spacey,
Yeah.
who was like fucking a weirdo this whole time. And yeah, but dude, the thing about that I really liked about the show, and this kind of segues us into this next topic, is I loved how the video was put out. Like I thought that like the editing was super simple yet so cinematic that it did the show such justice, and I think that relates perfectly to how you edit videos. And I did want to bring this up because a lot of people who have watched the show or who have listened to our music have inquired or questioned about how it is that we go about making shit. And on the show, we've primarily been talking about the music.
Yeah.
However, there is a whole other side of this, which is the video aspect. And that is 100% your department.
Videos, graphics,
All that. All that's you. Audio is me, visuals are you.
Right.
And you were mentioning how people were hitting you up about it.
So it's funny you say that because honestly, I mean, you've been rolling with me forever. Like people have always had an issue with like the softwares I use.
Sure,
but
of course.
just in the past 2 weeks, it's been like a reoccurring theme from all fronts.
Sure.
So basically, you know, I'll make a video edit
Sure.
for whatever it is.
Sure.
And someone will hit me up who's in the space also and be like, yo, I really like that edit. What do you use to edit your videos? Mm-hmm. And you know my answer?
Of course.
I'm so proud to say, I say iMovie. And
Which blows people's fucking
it blows
minds.
it blows their minds, and they go, wow, how did you, like, I saw some pretty crazy transitions. Like, how the fuck did you pull that off in iMovie? I know there's not a setting to do that.
Of course.
And, like, basically iMovie is, like, the most limiting software, right?
It's the GarageBand of
Yeah.
video editing.
Exactly. It's the
Sure.
GarageBand of video editing. You cannot do much, which is what I like about it. And that's
course.
how I achieve my style of video.
Of course.
Because I'm so limited, it forces me to like think outside the box and get extra creative. And you know, if I have an idea, I want to like pull something off.
Sure.
I'll be like, fuck, I'm not able to pull that off. So how do I work around these blockers and like get it done still in iMovie? And I find like a big part of my creative process is just you know, finding out like crazy solutions, and then in turn that leads to something like groundbreaking or revolutionary.
I think that's great, and I think that that's kind of been our MO this whole time, is that we're solution based.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't look at issues with what's wrong. We look at them with how we can improve them and how we can fix it.
We've always been solution based.
And we pride ourselves.
As opposed to like problem based.
Yes.
We focus on the solution. The problem already happened. Could give a fuck.
Could give a fuck.
Nothing
it's
I
too
could
late.
do could
Yeah.
fix the problem.
Exactly.
I mean, nothing I could do could erase the problem. The problem's there.
The problem's a thing. Like
Yeah.
the problem's there. Now, how do we get around it with our limitations?
With our solution. Exactly. And look, the same could be said for. So there's two parts to this, right?
Yeah.
Like the videos I work on.
Sure.
That's always, you know, a constant piece of feedback I get. And then the graphics. So everyone expects me to use Illustrator because that's like
everyone's
the standard.
it's the vectors, it's all that.
Yeah, but I choose to use Photoshop, and people they're always just like, "Well, why do you use Photoshop? It's the same conversation.
Yep.
You know, it's so limited. You can't do anything." And I just love the setup of like a minimal program where it's like I'm fucking drawing out the shapes. Like I don't have an option to like, you know, make a perfect arc. Like I have to.
You
like,
have to
create
space
that.
it. Yeah, you have to make the arc. I've seen you do it. It's
and
ridiculous.
Like for something that would take me like maybe 30 minutes
Sure.
on Illustrator, takes me 5 hours on Photoshop.
But you get it done.
Through the process, more ideas come, and it's like, I don't know that.
Dude, on a note of that, I think that anybody who creates anything can say that their initial idea never ends up the complete product.
Bro, we see that in everything. Right?
Everything. You always like will start a song and like it'll end up a different song.
Bro, it's the same thing every time. There's, you know, we set out to achieve something. There is always a blocker, and then
it's about finding the solution.
Yeah, by getting around the blocker, we come up with a new endpoint that was even greater than the first. That could only have been thought about.
Had we, because you said that what would take you 30 minutes in Illustrator would take 5 hours in Photoshop. A lot of people, of course, a lot of people would be like, that's inefficient, but
they're not getting the same end result.
Exactly.
So careful with the word efficiency.
Exactly. But like I'm thinking like from the people who don't create.
Exactly.
You know, they're just like, well, that's inefficient, like 30 minutes versus 5 hours, like
100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But the product that you'll end up making, or the graphic or the video or the song that you'll end up making 5 hours later through the newer method of doing it, you're going to create such a new product or like a new end result that you never would have gotten had you finished it in 30 minutes.
And dude, I'm such a believer in that.
Man,
like,
I think so am I. Of
bro,
course. It happens in songs all the time.
Dude, your best freestyles.
Sure.
Because like
of course.
Your best freestyles are on voice notes.
It's just like in the moment. It's when we're doing it. Then we'll float that into Logic, and then like we'll like mess with all the shit. And even on like my front when I'm recording here, it's like I'm not the best engineer by any means, but because of those blockers, I'm out here making channel strips of like shit that like engineers would be like, yo, that's ridiculous. Like, why would you do that?
Bro, there's something to be said about like forcing yourself to work through the problems.
It's the DIY shit.
It's like, yo, you gotta like, it's like blood, sweat, and tears. It's like you gotta get. It's like how your muscles work, right? You gotta like break them down to make them stronger. So it's like, you know, I set out to do this project. I'm getting broken down. I'm getting like blocked left and right.
Of course.
And then through that process, I come up with something that I would have never like thought of initially, but because of the
process, I'm here.
Exactly. So I mean, that's been something that specifically has been coming up like a lot in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
I mean, dude, people always like ask us about our shit, and like we're more than happy to tell them. And like, yo, shout out to the artists who watch our shit right now, because just to circle back to like what we were talking about at the beginning, which was the feedback. A lot of people were like, yo, stop talking about like your process, da da da. But like the artists who watch our shit are like, even just today, I was talking to fucking Dallas and Arulo, shout out them. They were talking about how their favorite part of our podcast was us talking about us making shit.
The process, the art process.
And they want to hear more of it. They want to hear how we layer vocals. They want to hear like...
that's good feedback.
Dude, it's great. Yeah. I mean, I listened to it. I heard it. Yeah. Sorry, I heard it. Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they enjoyed how we made a song. And a lot of people, artists or not, want to hear how songs are made. And I think that it's pretty fucking cool, because I also want to hear it. I want to hear how Mike like, Dean like makes a fucking
just
song.
How we were just like literally the topic we were just talking about. I think it's the same thing, right? Because they're so curious in our process, because their process is something out of the ordinary, right? Like whatever they're doing is something completely strange, you know? So,
and maybe people are like taking Blueprint. Like I feel as if a lot of people, aside from us, like read a lot more on... Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I feel like a lot more people like read a lot more, look at a lot more YouTube tutorials on like how to do shit like that. Whereas like I don't think we've ever done that. We kind of just like did it ourselves and found the way to do it, even if it takes longer.
It's so funny. Like I know that I could find an answer on YouTube, but I would much rather like
find it myself.
Click every single button possible and like figure it out and like spend 14 hours, because dude, in that process I've just discovered so much valuable shit.
Of course, dude. Like, it's
I mean, look,
crazy.
You brought up efficiency. Is it the most efficient? I don't know, but like, dude, when you're making art, you should not talk about efficiency
until you're like 99% done, because that was a quote that Rick Rubin said that really stuck with me, and it happened to us with the last album. I might have said it in a different episode, but I'd like to reiterate it for any artist who like is this far into the podcast and shit like that. It's like, you owe your current project the service of finishing it, and you owe your next project the service by finishing the current one. Because you and I can work on a song, a video, whatever, for years.
Yeah.
There's shit on The Grass is Greener in the Sun that I can still be working on now.
There's shit we're still working on.
From the last joint.
From Magnets.
From Magnets, yeah. We could still be working on those, like we are.
Yeah.
But we owe this current album, which we just found the name of, by the way, respect.
Yeah, we spoke about that last session. Dude, love that
I'm so
name,
hyped.
bro.
Okay, either way. But we owe this one, the current service. We owe this album so much by finishing and letting go of what's in the past and all that.
Bro. Man, anything Rick Rubin says, like, I'm totally a fan of. And I totally write down anything he has to say.
And he does this thing, it's fucking annoying on Instagram. He only has one post, and he'll, like, post a quote. Yeah. It's so annoying. He, like, posts one quote, and then, like, when he has another one ready, he deletes the last one.
Shit, okay. Those are, like, temp profiles. I follow a couple people like that.
Oh my god.
What's that like crazy art collector?
Rabbit Hole.
Rabbit something.
Something
Silly
rabbit. Yeah, something like that. That dude's a fucking goat.
This guy has like $1 million like paintings, right?
Yeah.
Like multi-million dollar
art pieces.
And he'll post one. Or he'll post like a series, like he'll post three. And then next Thursday, he'll delete all of them and post another. So
I was just looking at his shit last night. That's so funny. That you...
Honestly, temp profiles, like, they have balls. Because it's like, they're archiving it. They're never, like...
It's just rare shit. It's just rare shit. It's like, yo, if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't catch it, you don't catch it. And that's it.
I mean, I love that. Because, like, the mentality we have to have, like, especially when we put everything on the internet, is like, whether you like it or not, the shit was saved somewhere. Whether it's in someone's brain, on someone's desktop, like...
Dude, that Rick Rubin quote, like, it's not on the internet anymore.
It's done. It's done, but it got saved. It was saved in your head. You just repeated it. Mm-hmm. Someone took a screenshot. So it's like, that's like a big thing to, like, I want to get behind. Honestly, I think that's pretty cool.
You say as you have 600 posts on your fucking profiles?
Yeah, can we pull up a live count, Torek?
I don't know how many fucking posts. Dude,
dude, I was thinking about that, like, the other day. I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want anything on my Instagram. I have way too much shit up. And I think I'm, like, pretty conservative. Like, I don't post ever, honestly. Ever. But, like, I somehow have, like...
so many posts.
Since, like, 20...
You have, like, 500. I, like, looked at it the other day, too.
I have a bunch of story highlights. Gotta get rid of all those.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I want to get rid of my fucking gram. Instagram's been pissing me off.
If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that, like, I've been so inactive. I mean, compared to, like, if you look at the last 6 years of me on Instagram, I think it's been like 6 years, whatever, of me on Instagram. I don't know, but if you look at that, I've been, like, usually pretty active and, like, pretty on it, and, like, within a month I'll post, like, maybe 8 times, like, twice a week, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just so fucking unstable that I have to post.
Yeah, you're big on
it's
that.
It's the worst.
Dude, since, like, quarantine, or since COVID happened, I've just been like, bro.
Fuck it.
I'm living, I told myself, yo, you gotta be more present. Like, living for the internet is bullshit.
That's
be
something,
present.
That's something we spoke about recently. That's something exactly. I'm so, like... I'm on that page too. I don't know if it's the instability or it's the anxiety or whatever the fuck it is in me that, like, I just love posting shit. Like, I love just sharing shit. I've always been an oversharer. I always talk so much. Like,
there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it, but, like, at a certain point, like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's also, like, is it necessary? And I guess then you have to define what necessary means, and it's, like, it's case by case. But
dude, I have, like, a million arguments that, like, it's not even necessary to have an Instagram profile. Like,
I know.
Right? So it's like, if you have an account, like, why not
post as much or post whatever? But that's why I disabled comments. Yeah, I like, if anyone who follows me, like, I don't have comments enabled on my profile.
And why'd you do that? You got shitty comments? You didn't get enough? Like, what
it's not about the quality of the comments. It was, I wanted to reduce Instagram to what it was initially meant for, which is a photo or media sharing app.
You wanted to share, you didn't want to receive.
I wanted to post some shit, and if y'all want to watch it, you can watch it. If you want to see it, you can see it. If you want to like it, you can like it. but I don't want to make an open forum where you guys can talk and discuss it because I don't give a fuck. I'll hear your feedback, like we said at the beginning of the show, but I'm not really listening to it. I want to just post what I like. I want to be a purist in my art of sharing photos or videos.
At the end of the day, every single piece of art you make is for yourself, right?
Exactly.
Or else it wouldn't exist.
And I even put that into me sharing my stupid face mask selfies at 3 a.m. If I want to post that on my page, I don't care that you think I look stupid, look good, look funny. If you want to like tell me like I don't give a shit. That's not why I posted it. I posted it because I wanted to post it. And
Bro, that's the underlying theme that like we keep like
it's just
circling back to.
It's not for anybody but us.
Exactly.
And you were just telling me this about your Twitter. You were like, I tweet for you.
Yeah, Yo One Skinny on Twitter.
Yeah, you guys have to follow Skinny on Twitter, bro. Like, it is the funniest shit. And, like, he was just telling me, my dog.
Yo One Skinny on Twitter, shameless plug.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, like, 3 a.m, Skinny tweeted, like, the funniest shit. Like, and it cracked me up. And, like, I favored it right away. Like, dude, because I have Skinny's post notifications
dude,
on.
I'm only tweeting for you. Like, when I tweet, I'm like, dude, like, I was like...
What were you doing, dude? 2:45 in the morning.
It was like 3 a.m., 2:45. I'm like, I wonder if Flu's awake. Go into my drafts. Because, okay.
It was a draft?
Yeah, it was a draft. Okay, I've never tweeted something not in my drafts. So, like, bro, I wish, okay.
I love that I know that now.
One of these episodes, I'll show my drafts. I have some fucked shit written in my drafts.
No, you do.
Like, people are scared of getting canceled. Like, I have some shit that'll put me in jail. Like, you know what I mean? So, like... Dude, I only tweet from my drafts. I'll have a crazy idea.
That is
Put it
so
in my
funny.
drafts, like whether it's offensive,
Sure,
completely made up, or just something fucking idiotic.
Of course.
Put it in my drafts, and then like on a night like last night, it'll be 3 a.m. I'll be like, I wonder if Flu's awake.
Yeah.
Send it out.
Dude, I saw it right away. And I busted out laughing. I was with someone last night.
I got your like right away. I was like, yes.
Dude, I was laughing so hard. I
Who
was
were you
like,
with?
what? I don't want to say. I was like, yo,
Female?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
I mean, yes, but like, I don't want to, like, I'm not talking about that. It was just insane. Like, I really cracked up. Like, that really made me laugh. Like, dude, your tweets are some of the funniest shit. Dude, shamelessly plug your shit one more time because whoever makes it this far, like, should follow you on Twitter, bro.
www.twitter.com/yo1skinny.
Yo one like the number one, like the letter 1.
Yeah.
And then Skinny, yeah. Dude.
Yo, okay, so a lot of people actually have like more people than I expected are like, why do you have a 1? And I thought that was pretty obvious because on a keyboard, right? Like the 1 is the exclamation mark.
Of course.
So in the logo, I mean in the Yo Skinny word, whatever.
Normally it's yo exclamation point
exclamation
Skinny.
mark, exactly. So in like usernames and domains especially, like
You
URLs,
can't put,
you can't have the exclamation point. It's a special character, doesn't allow it. So I think you actually gave me this idea like 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was you. You're like, yo, just put the number 1. And
I do shit like that too.
I'm pretty sure you told me that.
Dude, it's so funny. Like, I always, like, crack myself up because to me, that's automatic. Like, that was, like, the easiest solution.
Yeah.
Because I think whatever it was, you were like, yo, I can't put the exclamation point in my thing. And I was like, I'll just put a 1.
Yeah.
And, like, I do that to you every now and then. And you're always like, yo. And, like, to me, it's so automatic. And, like, you always, like, gas me up about, like, how smart that is. And, like, it always crack, whatever, dude.
Because, bro, like, no matter how on point you are, how creative you are, you're not going to cover everything.
Nope.
I mean, this is, like, the same thing we talk about
every fucking episode. And I hope it works on people.
Dude, we compliment each other like no, like, bro. Like you just said, you know? I'll give an idea, you'll give an angle that
We were just doing that earlier today.
Like, you gave an angle that was so fucking obvious to you, but clearly to me it was like the least obvious thing ever.
With the fucking logo earlier today. I was like,
logo? Oh, yeah.
I was just like, yo, do this. And you were like, oh, I get it now. And I was like, like that.
Well, I didn't understand what you were saying, and then I get it. I was like, oh, cool. You know, I wouldn't have thought of that. Even though I'm, like, because, like, part of it is, like, I'm staring at this graphic all day.
Of course.
And then, I mean,
and you get so locked in.
They're not going to know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm staring at something all day, and it fucking helps to get fresh ears. Or, fresh eyes, but
no, my ears,
like,
yeah.
Like,
how I float you music.
Yeah, you'll be, like, in the studio for hours, right? I'll be, like...
Just say this, just say that, yeah.
Whatever. And you'll be like, yo, what do you think I should do for this part? And, like, I'll reply in 30 seconds with, like, a breakdown of, like, my exact idea. And you're like, what the fuck? I've been looking at this, and it's just, like, a fresh set of eyes, fresh set of ears. 2 brains are better than 1. Like,
3's a crowd.
3's a party, man.
Yeah, 3's a fucking party.
Yes.
That being said, get you a fucking partner like Skinny, dude.
Get you a partner like Flu. I mean, shit.
Mm-hmm.
No shit. What else we got, bro?
Shit, I think we're out, but I do have a little exciting piece of news in my personal life that I would like to share with everybody.
Yeah.
Is you and a couple people who I know are aware that a couple years ago I had a dog, and he was with us for 19 years. Freddie, shout out Freddie, my fucking boy.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. my dog, and he died a couple years ago, and since then we've been looking for a new dog.
Mm-hmm.
And we found this breed that we like. It's called the Dogo Argentino. If you can snap and get a photo of that breed up there.
What did you just say? Domo arigato?
That's Dogo Argentino.
Dogo,
It's a hunting dog from Argentina, originally bred to hunt and kill boar and pumas.
Love that.
It's so intense
Love
for no
that.
reason. And we found a breeder locally. I mean, like, look, that's what they were bred for, but, like, through generations and shit, like, they don't do that anymore. Some people do in the States, and, like, they give them steroids, and, like, it's fucked. Like,
Oh, like some people like still use
still
them to
do
hunt?
that, yeah.
To
They're
hunt
hunting
boar?
dogs, yeah.
Okay.
But, like, how many people are hunting boar? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, who the fuck's hunting? I mean, there's
it's so ridiculous.
like
Either way, like the personalities of these dogs are protection dogs. They
Yeah.
are watch dogs. They are extremely goofy with their owners, but very standoffish to people who they don't like. Fuck.
I mean, this dog looks like a fucking beast. I'm not gonna lie.
dude, these dogs are scary.
With the white hair.
And they don't even look. They're not even that tall. They're about like German Shepherd size, or whatever. I mean, like I'm small as shit, so like they're big on me, but like whatever. Either way, so we found a breeder. Actually, we found a different breeder.
Here in Quebec?
One was in Quebec. The first one that we found was in Quebec. Dogs were pregnant. But these breeders were fucking weird, dude. Like, they photographed the dogs fucking. Like, when they were breeding. And, dude, like...
Like mid-stroke?
Mid-stroke. But, like, the weird
Not
thing
even a
about
video?
it...
Not even a
Here's the thing. There's a photo of it. However, they were ass to ass.
Oh, it was a live photo?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't... it wasn't a live photo, but they were ass to ass, and, like, their genitals were, like, intertwined.
Ass to ass.
I think I sent you this photo, like, months ago. Either way, so the dog ended up being pregnant, and, like, we were like, oh shit, like, here it comes, you know? And
Wait,
then,
I'm
like,
still caught up on the ass to ass.
dude, ass to ass, but, like, nuts were entwined. It looked...
Oh, wait, 2 males?
No, you can't breed 2 males.
So who's nuts?
No, like, it was, like, the nuts and, like, the girl nuts. Like, they were just, like, intertwined with each other.
Girl nuts, I always forget about those.
You always forget about the female nuts, dude. And then, like, bro, like, it just didn't make any... Either way, the photograph was weird because, like, the dude was, like, standing there, like, as, like, the... Like, I'll see if we can get the photo up. Like, I don't know if I have it, but, like, whatever. Either way, like, I definitely sent it to you once. Either way, I thought it was the weirdest thing.
Wait, let's pull it up.
If I have it, there it is. But, like, I don't know if I have it. But, like, the thing is, like, okay, so that, like, the dog was pregnant, da-da-da, whatever, and then they ghosted us. So we were...
Wow.
I was like, all right, what the fuck? Like, weird. Like, I wanted my dog. Either way, so that fell through. So then I'm all fucking sad again because I'm like, yo, where's my dog? Like, I need a dog. Like, I want one. So I'm like, yeah, I want a fucking
Where my
dog.
dog's
Where
at?
my dog's at?
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out. So I was like,
okay,
shit.
when did Freddie move on?
I hate people who fucking say shit like that. When did Freddie fucking die? He died like,
Did you see me throw up the cross?
yeah. When did he move on to the other side?
Yeah.
I think it was 3 years ago now.
Oh shit, rest in peace, dude.
He like made it just after my birthday too. Either way, that's my fucking dog.
The only reason, okay, people are gonna think I'm an asshole. I'm being light about this subject because your dog lived like
19 years. 19 years.
And what's the expected?
14 maybe. Like
Right.
still long, but like it's a small dog, so like 14, 15.
But I think you're like giving a couple extra years when you say 14. Like 14 for that dog, because
Like 10 for a small.
we spoke about having the same car before we met.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We
also had the same dog.
yeah.
We also had the same dog.
And it's
which
a
is
rare breed.
Rare ass dog.
Yeah, it's called the Coton de Tulia.
Boom. Friday. Yeah. And here's him
3
dead.
photos. We'll figure out that later.
But yeah, like dude, so you're just like snapping and shit. It's like a sandwich now.
Sandwich?
Yeah. I'm just giving you a nightmare for post-production. I'm like,
dude, I always forget-
sandwich, popcorn, now it's a steak.
Yeah. I always snap like I'm such a fucking idiot just snapping, and then I'm like, it's like Tuesday night. I'm like fucking editing this shit. I'm like,
You're
wow.
hitting me up. You're like, what photos did we say? I'm sending it to you. You're like, you sent me a screenshot. Are you fucking kidding me?
But I do want to say that now Torex is fully on board after the mishap of the last 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully that gets lifted off my shoulders a little bit,
Oh, dude. Well, hi, I'm
and I can snap all the fuck out.
Oh Oh my god, that's so... Okay, either way, back to the
Desert,
story.
ocean.
Space, now it's a mall. Now it's McDonald's. Dude, that's so funny. Okay, either way,
That's
back
awesome.
to this bag.
I love
Back to
that
my
bit.
fucking dog.
Good bit.
Back to my fucking dog, dude.
Yeah.
So that breeder ghosted us, fucking sucked. Found a new breeder. They had a breeding and it was successful. We were super excited. They go, okay, we're gonna go have the ultrasound now. So I'm like, all right. There's a wait list for these dogs because they're, again, a rare breed.
They do ultrasounds?
Yeah, for dogs. But they can't determine the sex, which is something that I found interesting.
So it's just the sound.
But it makes sense. Yeah, it's just the sonics.
It's not an...
It's not an ultrasound.
It's not an ultrasound,
It's the sound.
Yeah.
That's so funny. When the beers start hitting, dude. That's fucking joke.
I'm having fun, bro. I'm
Yeah,
having fun.
it's episode 4, bro. It's a month in.
Episode 4, we proved the concept. Like, this is gonna be fun from now on. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
so they did the sound and they were like, yo, okay, so for people who don't know, puppies usually, like, dogs usually have like a litter of like 10, 12, like hella puppies.
Yeah.
This sound showed that there was only one. Only one puppy in a litter, which is extremely unusual. It's an anomaly, like it doesn't usually happen.
It sounds like either this puppy is like fucking like Zeus
Yeah.
or
Yes.
like Hercules.
Yeah.
Or it's
Or
just
dead.
like,
Or it's like a little goofy.
or like Benjamin Button. But
Exactly.
Like, but like way less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like way less Benjamin.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, and there's a wait list for these dogs, and we want a male dog, and we're on the top of the wait list at this point. So if it's a male, it's ours. If it's a female, it's somebody else's. And luckily, it was a male.
Okay.
So my dog was born. I mean, all things considered, like everything needs to go well. The health needs to like be good. Like everything needs to go properly for this to be my dog. However, it is a male, which is the first checkbox. The breeder did say that like the birth was super fucked, which like I don't know what a fucked dog birth is like.
Are they saying it's got ears where its legs are supposed to be? Like,
I don't know if he overcooked in the womb. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this. Like, I have no idea about dogs. Like, just give me my dog. Like, I just want to know if he's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the whole point of this was that was my piece of news. Like, I've been looking for a dog, and, like, my dog was born. They said that they named him Zero. I said his name was Boogie, and he's my son, and
Yeah.
he's a prophet. Like, he's the chosen one. Like, he's the one. There's a one litter pup. The birth was fucked. He survived it. This is my dog.
Okay, wait. So the birth was fucked, but did they give you an update to say, okay, it's good to go? You could take the dog. Like,
No,
When
okay.
does that happen?
So there's a bunch of shit that happens. They
Yeah.
need to, first of all, like, the next 2 weeks entail, like, if this dog will survive in the first place.
Okay.
Because of the birth being fucked, the dog went through a lot of trauma, and, like, sometimes puppies don't make it. Even in a litter of 12, sometimes, like, 1 will die or 2 will die, whatever.
But it was 1 out of 1.
1 of 1.
Not 1 out of 12.
Not 1 out of 12. It's 1 of 1.
Terrible odds. Okay.
Terrible odds right
Yeah.
now. Like, as of
Doomed.
now, it doesn't look that good.
Fucking doomed.
So, like, I don't know what happens. He made it, though. He's alive. So, all I know is, like, his spirit is alive right now. Now, within the next 2 weeks, we need to see if he's going to be healthy and if he's going to survive. Then the breeder, because you're paying racks for these fucking dogs. Like, they're not cheap dogs.
Up front?
No. Deposit of, it's like a nothing deposit, but, like, it's a deposit.
But if the dog falls through, like, yeah.
No, I'm on a wait list. It's a non-refundable deposit, but, like,
non-refundable, okay.
she's going to breed again in the spring. You know what I mean? So, like, they need to, like, see if this dog will be healthy. But then, the breeder's a girl, and she doesn't decide, but because she's been doing this for years, she can tell a dog's personality fairly early.
Mm-hmm.
We like, gave her the criteria of, like, what personality we're looking for, and, like, she's going to let us know early on if, like, this matches what our household dynamic is like.
Oh, it's kind of like a KYC, like know your client
Exactly.
situation. Yeah,
So
cool.
like she like had an interview with us.
Yeah,
and, like,
exactly.
She wants to know what's good with the crib. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna puke. Everything about like we gotta wrap this up. Everything that's good with like the house and shit like that, and she's gonna let us know within the coming weeks, and all goes well, like we'll update you next week, but like we'll see what happens with this dog. Like all things considered,
Are we working with any odds? Like what?
it's all up in the air.
It's on.
All we know is before the dog was born, the checklist was male. We check that box off. Now the checklist becomes: is he healthy? Does he fit the personality that we're looking for? Or so here's a weird thing about fucking dog owners, and I know we're going a little bit over time, but like fuck
No,
these, yeah,
bro.
you know what I mean?
Talk your shit. Got shit to talk about.
The thing with these breeders is if the dog comes out fucking flawless, Like, so these dogs like tend to have like little black spots.
Yeah.
But if they don't, then they're show dogs. And if the dog is a show dog, then the breeder either keeps the dog, or the breeder will give us the dog but retains the right to breed the dog at any point. So at any point of me owning this dog, she can be like, breeding time, give me the dog back. Give the dog
deal.
back.
No deal, ma'am.
Give the dog back. Fuck the girl dog. Give me my dog back.
Give me... Oh, because you have the male.
Because I have the male.
Like,
oh my god, imagine the
it's
female.
like,
It's like pregnant and shit.
Yeah.
Like I lose it.
It's like, yo, we need your dog for the weekend. Gotta fuck a bunch of like hoes.
Gotta fuck. Yeah. But that's literally what it is. It's like he becomes the stud and he goes and like breeds. It's like racks. Like it's like fuck. No, I don't get paid for it at all. Like, and none of it. Like if the dog is perfect, the price goes up.
Man, this got me thinking. Should we breed dogs?
Yeah.
It's like totally like unethical though, right?
I don't think so. I think that creating life is the most ethical thing in the world.
Bro, I'll have these motherfuckers just.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have a crib. Yeah, but you're gonna have like 17 dogs in the crib.
So.
I mean, like, dude, if you're chill with it, like if you're like cool with it, like,
and
like, I guess if that's chill, like, that's fine. I mean, sure.
I mean, I live with 2 dogs right now.
How is it with 2 versus 1? Have you ever lived with just one?
Yeah.
The one before.
The
prior.
Yeah, she got murked.
When did she?
Lung cancer.
No. What?
What?
Your dog got lung cancer?
Yeah, should I go into this?
I mean, I know. I just didn't know that. Like, you don't have to.
This was my first experience with death. I was young.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I experienced death.
Lung cancer in a dog?
Bro.
I had no idea.
Lung cancer. Well, okay, so like I asked the same question. I'm like, yo, man, I never seen her smoke a cigarette. Like, what, you know, that's what I said. Because like, who gets lung cancer? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides like Heisenberg.
Of
you know
course,
what I mean?
exactly, literally.
So I was like, what? I never seen her smoke a cigarette. Never seen her like whatever. And what the doctor or
doctor,
I mean,
yeah,
you know, fucking doctor
said
it's very common, especially in dogs because they're so small that they could get cancer on a certain part of their body and then it just spreads. So,
okay.
So like just for a quick like anecdote about that, like humans who get mouth cancer, like 9 times out of 10 get lung cancer just because it spreads so close. And if you look at a human versus a dog, like my dog especially was very small.
Yeah.
So it's like
same breed.
Yeah, the Coton.
Sick.
So it's just like
you doubled down on the Coton. That's
doubled
crazy.
down 2 times in a row. Yeah, she got lung cancer. She got murked by that shit.
Really?
So, bro, that was my first experience with death. Like,
Freddie was my first like real experience with like a close family member.
You saw him die?
Yeah, I brought him. I was the one who had to do the whole thing.
So yeah. I'm home alone, right? Oof. No one in my family. I don't know where the fuck they are.
Me too.
My whole childhood, I was like home alone a lot. Yeah. Honestly, like that's how I learned how to cook and like how to whatever. Of course. I was just like home alone all the time.
Yeah.
So whatever. I'm home alone with this dog who, by the way, a week prior we were supposed to put down.
Okay.
Because we knew about the cancer.
Sure.
You know about putting dogs down. It like sucks, but it's like you gotta do it because like. You got to do it, whatever.
It's the trickiest thing, like playing God, but yeah, continue.
So my mom went a week prior to play God. I think she was like in the parking lot or in the reception, and she like turned around and she's like, "Fuck, I can't do it." Brought the dog home because although the dog had cancer, she was so healthy. Like she was healthy, licking, like all that.
How old is she? It was a girl.
Yeah, it was a girl.
What was her name?
I think 11 years old. Her name wasn't 11.
Yeah. I'm like, what's her name? You're like,
what's that girl?
11.
Like Drake had a thing with?
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah. That's disgusting.
Anyways, no, she was like 11, I think, which is
What was her name?
Lizzie.
Okay, cute.
Named after Lizzie McGuire. Not my choice, but I signed off on it.
Whatever.
So, yeah, bro, like, we were supposed to put her down, and then whatever, we didn't do it. A week later, I'm home alone. She asks me to go outside. No.
Dog.
No. Okay, so I'm in my room alone. I'm in my house alone. I'm in my room, door closed. I hear a loud thump, like in the middle of the house.
Sure.
I hear this thump. I run downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I see my dog just there. Like, oh my god, what's going on? What's going on? She sees me there. She leads me to the
backyard,
the back door.
Sure.
To go outside. Okay.
Yeah.
So I follow her. I take her outside, and she's just like in my arms. Like I know she has lung cancer, like she's sick, but like she just wants to be with me, and it's like a really sunny day out, and we're just there like on the steps, and all of a sudden I feel her body just like like deflate, like, you know?
She died in your arms?
Bro, she died in my arms. No, like this is a real story.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up, right? So she dies in my arms.
What?
She dies in my arms. I'm like performing CPR, like,
holy
like
shit.
breaking
How old
her
are you?
ribcage, like, what?
How old are you? I'm breaking your ribcage.
I mean, dude, I'm just panicking.
Yeah, you're freaking out. Your dog just died in your arms. How old were you?
Young.
Like,
I don't know.
13?
I don't know. I mean, I've been paid since like the 5th grade, so like,
Yeah, I
it's young, you know what I'm
guess.
saying, but.
I mean, I guess the only number you focus on is the fucking bank
Yeah,
number. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So continue.
Fucking deposit.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. So bro, she just like deflated in my arms, like her, like let out a breath, like, bro, this was like such a surreal moment, like it was really fucked up, just like all of her life just like escaped her. And I'm just like, she's in my arms. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on, you know? I'm like doing CPR, like trying to revive her. She wakes back up. I go, oh my God, thank God, you know? And then like,
And then dies again?
Instantly like dies for the final time. Okay. And you know about rigor mortis?
Yeah.
So in a human, when
It's like when they
die,
stiffen up or whatever?
yeah, it takes some time for your body to become stiff, but eventually your body becomes stiff
Stiff
and like
as fuck, yeah.
everything that like makes us like human, like it just becomes stiff. You know what I mean? So that process is like expedited like drastically in a small
In a
animal
dog,
like that,
yeah.
right? So within, I think it felt like seconds. Within seconds, she just like stiffened up and became this like mummified being. And this scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, no
like,
shit.
Dude, I was like young. This freaked me the fuck out.
And then it just like, boom, like stiff.
Yeah, stiff. Call my parents. Where?
Yeah, where the fuck are
Yeah,
you? Day 5, I'm alone.
Yeah, I don't really remember what happened. I remember everything like up until then, and then like after I called my parents, I just like kind of like tapped out. I was like, yo, this is like really fucked up. I wrapped her in a blanket, put her in the corner.
I like threw her in the pool. Let her just float around, have a last swim.
Yeah. Man.
Dude, holy shit. I mean,
I don't know how to talk about shit without making a joke about it.
oh, dude, I think laughter is the best coping mechanism in the world.
Whatever.
But holy shit, that's fucking.
I mean, we didn't plan on ending on a sad note, but like.
Holy shit, what a turn, dude.
What
like,
a turn.
Sorry my dog was born and you
Yeah.
ended up talking about your dog that died in your fucking arms, you freak. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
insane.
I mean, but you're getting a new. Okay, but bro, this is all positive because that dog died.
Puke.
That dog has bit my face open. Like that. That dog did some
What the fuck?
Did some fucked up shit to me. So look, that dog died, and then we got 2 brand new dogs, like 2 fucking.
I love your dogs.
Beautiful girls.
I think your dogs are so cute. I fucking love your dogs.
So is it a sad story? I don't think so. You know, because we got 2 fucking beautiful.
I do. That's fucking just depressing. Are you kidding?
I mean, look, bro. Like I accept. Like so when that happened, I like accepted death, and like that was my first like grasp with death, and since then I've been like a fucking maniac, honestly.
You have been a fucking maniac, but that leads to a different time when you became a maniac. I know the moment you became a maniac is when you fucking hit your face, whatever. That's for another episode. I think we should. I think we're ending this. We're ending this. We will talk about that next episode.
I have no prefrontal cortex.
Yo, no shit. Episode 4.
Let's go, baby.
My boy, love you. Boom. You're gonna break that on camera one day, and I know it.
I know I asked about that last time.
Okay, I'm ending the shit. I love you guys. Like, subscribe. We'll see you next fucking Wednesday. Fuck you.
Peace.